of targets.
I'm going to talk a little bit about maxes. Within a squad, you typically want to aim for one engineer to one max. A good practice to build cohesion within a squad doing this is to assign maxes to engineers. For example, you tell engineer 1 to stay with max 1, engineer 2 to stay with max 2. That way, the engineer has a primary objective, to maintain the max. In particular, I'm going to talk about maxes for point holds, since that's the most common situation you use them. This will also be the main point of this video. The engineer play is very simple, so I'll only say this. Place the turret in some ammo, and then keep in cover and repair the max. When it comes to maxes for point holds, I want to quickly talk about something called overextending. Overextending should be avoided at all costs, as it's one of the biggest mistakes that can lead to a squad wipe. Basically, overextending is moving to a position where if you go down, you cannot be revived safely. Where, if a medic were to attempt to revive you, they would die, and that would quickly have a knock-on effect with the rest of the squad. A good rule of thumb is, if a medic cannot heal you, and an engineer cannot repair you in cover for a point hold, you are often overextending. Obviously there are exceptions to this, so as a squad lead, you'd have to use your best judgment.
I'm not following you.
Maxes are bullet sponges, and should be treated as such. They should be the only class that should really be peeking contested doorways, and only if it's safe to do so, i.e. there isn't a C4 light assault above the doorway waiting to get a nice free max kill. When I talk about contested doorways, I'm just talking about doorways where the enemy is right outside. You don't really want your heavy assaults or your medics doing that, because obviously they can die a lot easier.
Galaxy coming. I'll go out and get the outside.
A good max player has to consider where the engineer needs to be to give him repairs. The best holds are those which provide good cover, whether it is static cover, turrets, or the maxes themselves as cover. As such, the max and engineer need to keep an eye on where each of them are. Any communication between them doesn't have to be anything more than I'm moving to small stairs, or I need reps at the hallway, or whatever.
Yep.
I'm spawning in.
Maxes are best used at relatively close range, and hence best used close to the point itself. However, that doesn't mean that they should be right up against an opening. Having a gap or a kill zone between the max and an opening can give a significant advantage, as there's more time to kill an opponent. And there's also, as I discussed before, there's more guns shooting at the one guy, which means they go down a lot quicker. A good example is the top of a set of stairs or the double doors room in a research building or a Tetris building, where the generators often are.
No, we have connection.
If there's any way to take away from this, it's this. Good maxes are good because they play smart. They do not peek when they do not have to, and are conscious of where the engineers have to go. One engineer for every max is the best way to go, and max spam is rarely a good option for point holds. Save those for max crashes.
Right, smoke's going up. Get the shields up, get the shields up. Right, push on up.
Right, that's it for this video, guys. So feel free to check out the playlist with the other leadership videos, and feel free to check out some gameplay as well from Server Smash and various other events as well. Right, cheers, guys, and catch you later.